Good morning everyone. This is Ayushi. Let's continue our English class for class 7th. So students, after completing a most interesting one poem, now today we'll be starting types of sentences. So as we have read earlier kinds of sentences, now today we'll be starting types of sentences. Here we have three types: simple, compound and complex. So let's get started. Yes students, as we are going to start today types of sentences. Earlier we have done kinds of sentences, in that we had 4 sentences, but here we are going to do it types of sentences. So the first one we have, that is simple sentence. Okay, this we have read earlier also. The second one we have, that is compound sentence. Okay, and the third one we have, that is complex sentence. Compound, as we have done earlier, compound noun, isn't it? Same that, like this also we have compound sentences. So just learn this thing. We have 3 types of sentences. The first one simple, second compound, and the third one is complex. Okay, now just see one by one what is a simple sentence. Now see, a simple sentence is a sentence that contains only one main clause. Main clause means only one independent clause. Okay, a simple sentence can also be called an independent. What do you mean by independent? Like, that is free. Okay, it does not support any other sentence to complete its meaning. Fine. Like, independent means that the sentence doesn't need any other sentences or clauses for it to make sense. Now you will say, ma'am, what does it mean by this clause? Clause means simple, a sentence you can consider. Okay, mainly we have to differentiate between independent or dependent. So independent means free clause, like sentences like it was raining outside. Now you can see over here, it was raining outside. This sentence is complete. It is giving you complete meaning, isn't it? So that's why this sentence we will call it I am an independent clause. I can stand on my own. Means I do not require. This sentence is saying I do not require any other sentence to complete my meaning. Fine. So a simple sentence, simple, it is, we can call it independent clause also. Okay, independent means that doesn't need any other sentence or clause for it to make sense. Understood? Now just see here the next one. Some other rules you should know. As you can see here, James ate the avocado for very fast. Now here just see here, James ate. This is independent clause. Means if suppose James ate, we are leaving our sentence till here also. Then also our sentence will be complete, like James ate. Ate, second form of eat. Ate, eat, ate, eaten. Okay. The avocado, that is a fruit. So it is our object. Very fast, modifier, means whatever others phrases we are going to keep at the end, no problem with this. So that is our independent clause, and this is only the whole, this is only a single sentence. Okay, that's why this is James ate the avocado very fast. Fine, just see and just understand what is a simple sentence. A simple sentence is a sentence composed of one independent clause. Keep in your mind one independent clause and doesn't contain any depend or subordinate clauses. Subordinate means like dependent clause. Okay. Like any other sentence, it has a subject and a predicate. Subject and predicate already we have done. Subject means whosoever is the doer of the action. Predicate means remaining part of the sentence. Okay. And it is intended to express a complete thought. Okay, means generally this sentence gives the complete thought. Means after reading this sentence, you are getting a complete idea. What did James do? Okay, like James ate the avocado very fast. A simple sentence is also referred to as a clausal sentence in addition to the subject. As you can see here, subject we have James, verb ate we have, object, the avocado object is there. A simple sentence may also have a modifier. This is a modifier. Okay, means it is describing more about the sentence. So means in this simple sentence we can have these four things. Subject should be there, verb, object and modifier. I am not saying always. As I told you, James ate. This is also a complete sentence. Without the avocado very fast, we can give the complete thought to the other person that what did James do? James ate. So we got the answer. That's why this is complete idea. This is an independent clause. This is a simple sentence. Okay. Now just see some more examples here. There are two forms of simple sentences based on the structure. They include, the first one you can see over here, that is compound verbs and compound subjects. Okay, so what is that compound verbs? Simple, in this compound means two. Okay, double. So compound verbs, it means in the single sentence we will get two verbs. Like some sentences are composed of one subject and at least two verbs. There are also sentences composed of one verb and multiple subjects. Like you can see, the teacher taught and left. Now here you can see how many subjects are there? Only one subject, that is the teacher. This is our subject. And verbs, how many verbs are there? Two verbs. The first one, what did she do? She taught, then she left. So two verbs are there. This is compound verbs. Why? Because we got two verbs here. Now the next sentence you can see in this, James and John climbed to the top of the hill. Now see, here we have how many subjects? Two subjects. First one is James, second one is John. And what did they do together? They climbed. So means only one activity they have done, that they climbed to the top of the hill. So here we have two noun. That's why we have said compound noun. Okay. Now see one more example, some other kind. Single subject and single verb, as we have done earlier. This kind of simple sentences comprises of a single verb and single subject. Like simple, the candidate did well. So the candidate's subject and did verb. He bought it at a discounted price on Amazon. Subject is he and verb is bought. So only one subject and one verb. The next one, a pair of blue trousers look great. So a pair of blue trousers, this is again one subject and then verb is look. This is our again one more, one subject and one verb. You have to work hard to become successful. So have to, you subject, have to verb. So I think you have understood single subject, single verb. Compound means double. Double subjects, double verb. So all these are the types of simple sentences. Understood? And they all are independent clause. Independent means these sentences are complete. They are giving the complete idea to the other person. After reading these sentences, we are not feeling at all that we require any other sentence. Okay. Now just see more examples. An every day goes to the shop to buy goods. Now see, subject is an, every day goes, verb is goes to the shop to buy goods. Goods means things. Okay. Perhaps the deterioration of the country's economy has already begun. So has already begun. One verb is given. Okay. And subject is the deterioration. Again one subject, one verb. Fine. Again simple sentence. The management of your school has performed its roles perfectly. So subject is the management and verb is has performed. One single subject, single verb. Okay. People who reside in leaky houses should repair their roofs. Subject, people. Verb is should repair. Single subject, single verb. Okay. They have lost the top skilled workforce to England, Spain and France. So subject is, that is they, verb is have lost. One subject and one verb. Fine. So means and they all are what can we call them? Independent clause. Understood? So these are all the examples of simple sentences. Understood, students? Now just see we have the next one, compound sentences. As I told you, compound means double. So just see, a compound sentence consists of two independent clauses. Simple sentence, how many clauses were there? Only one. And which one? Independent. But here we have two independent clauses. Independent means both are independent, both are free, but they are joined. How? Joined together by a comma and a coordinating conjunction. Like, see here, first of all, as we have done conjunction, so you must be knowing about what are the coordinating conjunction. Coordinating conjunction, as I give you a very wonderful trick, fanboys. Okay, fanboys, don't forget fanboys. F stands for, A and nor, B but, O or, Y yet, S so. Fanboys means whenever your sentences are connected with these, words, it means that is your compound sentence. Okay, like see some example. The first one, he was tired for he went to bed early. As I told you in the conjunction also, that for means because. So he was tired because he went to bed early. Okay, but with replacement of because, we have to use for. I am not saying, students, you will always get comma and coordinating conjunction together. Only one thing also you can get. Only you have to keep in your mind that they both should be two independent clauses. Fine. So, he was tired. First sentence complete. He went to bed early. Second sentence also complete, but still we have joined by using for. I cooked dinner. Complete sentence. He washed the dishes. Complete sentence, but still we have joined. I cooked dinner and he washed the dishes. Jane has a red car, but Jill has a blue car. So it's easy. Both are independent clauses. Both are free sentences, but we have joined by using but. So understood? Fanboys, coordinating conjunction. Okay, with these words only you can join. Otherwise, you can join with comma. But both should be independent sentences. Okay. Now just see compound sentence. A compound sentence is a sentence that uses comma, semicolon. So, what is semicolon? Dot and then comma. Okay, this is a semicolon sign. Dot and comma. Fine. Or conjunction to combine at least two independent clauses. Conjunction, now only I told you. What are the conjunction? Fanboys, for, and, nor, but, or, yet, and so. Okay, to combine at least two independent clauses. And dependent clause, an independent clause is a phrase that can express a complete thought on its own. Means after reading the sentence, you should not having any doubt in your mind that this sentence is incomplete. The clause is a compound sentence are independent, meaning they are complete sentence on their own, but they have ideas that are closely related. Okay. Now again see, when comma, semicolon, coordinators, also known as coordinating conjunctions, are used to combine independent clauses, they do more than that. They make your writing much more meaningful. Means why are we using compound sentences? So the reason behind of this, they make your writing much more meaningful and have a good flow. Means always we cannot do like this, na? Like after reading sentence we are putting full stop, again one sentence, again full stop. So we cannot write our sentences like this. So for the creativity, we are for making our writing so impressive, what are we going to use? Compound or complex sentences. The coordinators used to connect independent clauses include again fanboys, for, so, yet, but, and, or, and nor. The commonly used coordinating conjunctions are and, but, and, or. These three are very common. Generally, we are using in our sentences these three only. But you should know all these coordinating conjunctions. Understood? Now see some examples over here. The first one, I am very talented. Now see, here we have, I said two independent clause. The first sentence is, I am very talented. So, it's some complete sentence. Okay, the second one, I don't make use of my talent. Again, both are complete meaning, both are giving complete meaning, but after for joining them we have used here yet. I am very talented, yet I don't make use of my talent. So again, this is independent, this is independent, this is also independent, and for joining them we have used conjunction yet. Now see some examples. I think you can entertain the guest, but I won't force you to do it. Again, the same. First of all, you have to see, if you are finding, you have to see first of all two things. The first one thing you have to see that, and what is the conjunction given. If fanboys conjunction is given among any of them, then that will be your compound sentence. If conjunction is not given, then you have to see that both sentences should be independent. Okay, the first one, so here conjunction is given clearly but, so that's why this is our coordinating conjunction and compound sentence. She confessed that she wanted to buy me a car, semicolon. See, as I told you, semicolon also. So by this we came to know this is again our compound sentence. It afterwards becomes evident that she was not realistic. Okay, I am very talented, yet I don't make use of my talent. This we have done already. So conjunction is given yet. He is heading to attend a seminar, or he is heading to the neighbor's house. So or is given. So fanboys, O stands for or. So or conjunction is given. John wishes he could be literate, for all of his best friends are literate. So for, again conjunction is given. The last one, John loves to read novels and he is going to the library in the afternoon. So again conjunction is given, that is and. So I think you have understood. Okay, simple sentence only one independent clause. Compound sentences you have two independent clauses. Okay, fine. Compound sentences you have a trick, that is fan boys. Fine. Now this is your classwork, student. First of all, sentences can be different types depending on the structure. The first one simple, second compound, the third one is complex, and these are the definitions you have to write down in the classwork. Now this is your homework. In this you have to identify the sentences as S for simple and C for compound. Okay. The girl with the long plait is my next door neighbor. I will be back by Monday and we can discuss the arrangements for the exhibition anytime afterwards. Despite several warnings, he does not change his mischievous ways. Ronnie ate too much ice cream at the buffet and felt sick. Raj's mother asked him a question in Hindi. He replied in English. She sent me a bouquet. Mary has a little brother. Neeta wanted to buy a rare coin for her coin collection, but she did not have enough money. She wanted to attend her cousin's wedding. They have packed the luggage and are ready to leave. So simple sentence you will not get any conjunction. Compound you will get conjunction fanboys. Okay, otherwise semicolon or comma. But both sentences should be independent. Okay, simple also independent. So I hope you can do this. Thank you.